from Myanmar, and good evening in the States. So unexpectedly, and I have to help you all this morning. And actually, my program will be in next week, but I'm glad to talk to you all this morning. And this morning, I like to introduce my program that I'm going to start in next week in March, on 5th of March. So there will be the 4 weeks program. So let me share. Can I share the slides?
Yes, yes. Yes,
yeah. Okay, great. Okay, thanks. That's great. So I hope you all can see here. So this is the 4-week mindful journey. So that will be from March 5th to 26th. So every Sunday we will have the talk and also the discussion as well. So my program is based on the Satipatthana sutta in the Buddhist literature. So as you all know, the Satipatthana sutta is the very basic, the foundation of the Buddhist meditation. So I will based on the Satipatthana sutta, so that will be the theory part. But on the other hand, I like to propose the practice part. So I would encourage you, after attending the 2 hours lecture or 2 hours talk, actually only 1 hour, and 1 hour will be breakout room discussion. So it means that 1 hour lecture, after 1 hour lectures, I like to encourage you all to practice at home, during the journey. So it will be the practice, the daily life practice. So the week 1 will be the Kayanupassana. It's mindfulness of body. So in mindfulness for body, and we will discuss about how to be mindful when we wake up. For example, I'll show you the slides. One moment. Okay, this is the slides. For example, so when you wake up time, so you should wake up with mindfulness, then you should not get up suddenly and just pause yourself in your bed, and then you can just ask yourself, what am I knowing now? Am I knowing the cool, the temperature, cool or hot, or the numbness, or the tense in your body, any sensation in your body, something like that. These are the exercises. So while you are brushing teeth, or while you're washing face, while you're preparing for the breakfast, or having breakfast, getting dressed, something like that. So these are the things that we should be aware of our daily activities. So these are the things that I like to share in the first week. So after each lecture, we should take our time to practice at home or at work, something like that. So this is the way I'm going to do the lecture in these 4 weeks. And the next thing is week 2. Week 2 is mindfulness of feeling. So in this mindfulness of feeling, we will try to practice to know what kind of emotions we have, from day to day. Like sometimes we are happy, sometimes we are unhappy, sometimes we feel stressed, sometimes we feel grief, something like that. So we will try to practice in daily life. So, and I will explain the theory part, how the Buddha taught the mindfulness of feeling based on the Satipatthana sutta. So this is the week 2. And in week 3, mindfulness of mind. So mindfulness of mind is like we have to check our mind, in our daily life. Our mind is keep on changing. Sometimes we have full with judgments, like when we meet with somebody at work, for example, our colleague, then he might be unhappy, or he might have fought with his wife at home, and he came to work, but he cannot give us a smile, but we think that he is upset with me. Is something wrong with me, something like this. So we are full with judgments in our daily life. So we need to check our mind. If we have judgment, we need to aware of our judgment. And sometimes we have kind of self-blame, for example, low esteem to ourselves. Oh, I am nothing and I cannot do anything. Oh, I have no future, something like that. Then we need to know what's happening to our mind. So these kinds of things we will practice in these 4 weeks. And I will give you some tasks, like how you have to practice. So these are the things. And the last week will be the mindfulness of Dhamma and overall reflection. So in this part, and I will focus on the 5 hindrances. So how in our daily life these hindrances are overwhelming, or these hindrances are how these hindrances are influencing us, something like that. So after this 4 weeks journey, you will have these benefits: increase your self-awareness and increase happiness, and you can cope better with your negative emotions, such as your depression, your grief, or your stress, anxiety, whatever, and decrease your problems with your family members and co-workers, and decrease level of worry, anxiety, and grief. So these are the benefits. But of course, you need to have commitment. You need to be serious to practice in your daily life. But I don't force you to do a sitting meditation on the cushion. There are 2 types of meditation, for your knowledge: formal meditation, informal meditation. Normally, we all are afraid of formal meditation. I cannot go on retreat, and I cannot go to the monastery to sit for 1 hour or 2 hours. It's not possible for us, for the busy people, of course. But we can do informal meditation. Informal meditation means while you're talking, you can be mindful. You can be aware of your tone, your voice, the volume of your voice, and you can be aware of your feeling before you speak, how you are feeling, how's your feeling. So you can be aware of many things while you are talking to somebody. So this is informal meditation. And while you are like washing your teeth, of course, are you brushing from left side or right side? Do you remember this morning? How did you brush your teeth? Okay, this is informal. You can be mindful at that moment. If you were mindful at that moment, you can recall your memory right now, right here, right now. If you were not mindful, maybe you were thinking something else, you cannot remember. You cannot recall for sure. For example, I'm not sure in the US, but in Myanmar, of course, according to our culture, we have to take off the shoes before we get into our house or our monastery or our dining hall, our Dhamma hall. We have to take off the shoes. So this is the regular practice. So many times we have to take off the shoes, and then we have to take the shoes, so like that. So you can be mindful at that moment while you're taking off your shoes. For example, if you are mindful right now, if you were mindful at that moment, you know where you have taken off your shoes, how you have taken off, like that. So for example, when you use the door, you get into your house or into your bedroom or into your toilet, then you have to open the door, right? So you can be mindful. Right hand, you use your right hand or you use your left hand. You can, and sometimes if you are mindful, while you are opening the door, while you're holding the door, then if you are mindful, you can be aware of your thoughts as well. Although you're holding your door, but on the other hand, you're thinking something else. So these are the informal meditation practices that we can do in our daily life. So if we have that kind of informal meditation practice bit by bit, day by day, then we are aware of our emotions, we are aware of our behavior, we are aware of our judgments towards the people, towards ourselves, then we can realize that I have these kinds of habits, I have these kinds of behavior, I have these kinds of latent tendency, anusaya kilesa. Then gradually your negative thoughts, your negative emotions are disappeared. Then you can have a happy life. This is not difficult. Okay, for example, I cannot see you all, yeah? They are not allowed to
they can, yes, right now we have disabled it, but we can enable that if you wanted to see everyone. It's just gonna be difficult on the video quality when we are recording things, but we can allow everybody to start video.
Okay, I think during my talk, if possible, I think if they can switch on the video, it is more what to call.
Yes, we have enabled now. They all can switch on their videos.
Very good. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. So if I can see you all, then it's better. So, for example, I'll show you right now. Yeah, how simple it is. For example, we always pay respect to the Buddha like this, right? Like this. So you can do like this. Then you can be aware of your sensation, right? Your sensation. Where is the touch point? Where are the touch points? You can maybe at the finger, tip of the finger, the lower part of your palm, right? Like this. So can you be aware of the heat? Can you?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Yes. Very little.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, great. So when you touch your heart, can you touch your heart? Okay, can you press a little bit? Can you feel the heartbeat, your heartbeat? Yes.
Yeah,
of course,
yeah.
right. The heartbeat. Yeah, you can, if you know this is the mindfulness. Very simple, very simple. If you know the heartbeat, if you are aware of the heartbeat, okay, you can be aware, oh, I am breathing. My heart is walking right now. This is mindfulness. And when you are touching the palm each other, you can feel the heat. We can feel the cold, and you can feel the touching point. Of course, right? This is the mindfulness. So similarly, you are sitting right now. Can you aware of the touching points in your body? Maybe you're sitting on the chair, or maybe you're sitting on the cushion. Can you be aware of your touching points at the lower hip?
Yes, Ayaji, yes.
Yeah. So this is the mindfulness of the body. Very simple. You can do informal meditation at your home, or at your walking table, at your office table, right? So this is the informal meditation. We can be mindful at any posture, anytime, anywhere. We don't need to sit in front of the Buddha image. We don't need to sit in the shrine room. We don't need to go to the monastery to do the meditation, you can do right here, right now. This is the message I want to give you in next week. I want to give you in the next week. You can do informal meditation anywhere, anytime, any posture. While you're lying down, while you're sitting, while you're moving your hands, while you're walking, while you're cooking, while you're going in the toilet, anywhere. This is the message the Buddha gives us in the Satipatthana Sutta. So what I'm trying to give you is, I will explain to you the theoretical part, how the Buddha taught to us. And on the other hand, I'll try to simplify the teachings of the Buddha from the Satipatthana Sutta to apply in your daily life. So it seems that, the Buddha say that in a, very theoretically in a Satipatthana Sutta, but of course, this is for us. We can apply at home, at work, at office. So you will feel in that way. So this is my message today. In March, the whole March will be your mindful journey. Mindful journey. So, but you should have the commitment, you should have the determination to follow with me. Then I can guarantee that you will have the happier life. Because I have been teaching to many, many devotees in Myanmar, and after practicing mindfulness in daily life, their life is changed. Let me show you my experience, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is my experience. First of all, after practicing mindfulness in daily life, I have changes in mood. Before I had depression problem because I work in overseas. Before I became a nun, I work in Thailand, and I was away from my parents. I was away from my family and friends. I got depression. So I was not happy every day at work. Then after coming back to Myanmar, I met with very good teacher. My teacher is in a forest monk. So he taught to me how to live mindfully in daily life. So then after practicing a few months, a few years, then there are changes in mood. So every day I'm so happy. Every day I am content, and every day I am I am satisfied with my life. So this is the first step, changes in mood. Then I have changes in attitude. Before I had negative attitudes towards the people. He is good, he is bad, and sometimes he is not good to me or something like that. I have many negative attitudes towards the people. Even to myself, I have the self-blames like, I cannot do these things, I am not good as the other people, as my friends are very successful, but I am not, something like that. But after practicing mindfulness in daily life, I focus on present moment, at this present moment, right here, right now. Then my attitude change. I come to realize that, I have many goodness, I have many good things, something like that. So then I look at with the good attitude to the other people. So changes in attitude. Then I have changes in value. So whenever I do, for example, I have 1 hour in my hand, what will I do? I will do I'll listen to the Dhamma talk, or I will read the Buddhism books, or I will do walking meditation. Or will I watch? Will I see the movies, or will I listen to the music, or will I go out with the friends for shopping? I will not do, because I don't want to waste my time. Every moment is very important. I want to live mindfully. So I have changes in values. Then finally, I became a nun. But I don't encourage you. I don't force you to become a nun or monks. Okay, just want to share with you my life. So after practicing mindfulness in your daily life, I'm sure your mood will be changed. Your mood swing will be decreased. You will have a more stable mind. Otherwise, we are, moving like anger, sometimes greed, lobha and dosa, lobha and dosa. So our mood swing is always like that. And sometimes our mind is in the past, sometimes our mind is in the future and past, future and past. Our mind is not at the present moment. That's why we are not happy. That's why we are not happy in life. That's why we have negative moods all the time, like that. So that if you live mindfully, then you will have the changes in mood and changes in attitudes, changes in values, and changes in lifestyle. So this is the message I like to, give you today. So if you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask me. I am a Buddhist nun from Myanmar. So if you want to know about our life in Myanmar or meditation experience, of course, you can ask any question. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So much grateful to you for your Dhamma today. And we are looking forward for our journey next month of March. So yes, we are all excited for that journey, and it will be very. We will try to follow all the practice, all the instructions you give in our daily life too. And so we are looking for it. I wanted to open up the forum for question and answer, like Panna Theri asked for. So please go ahead, take your time now. Raise your hand. We can set ourselves for our expectations going forward, what to expect when we start next week. This is a good opportunity to do so. Please raise your hand and I'll allow you to unmute. Yes, Kamal Kishore, Dr. Kamal Kishore, please go ahead.
Vandami Ayaji, I am very happy to listen you, and my mind was very cool and calm while listening your Deshna. I am very excited to attend your all lectures in March, and we are very, very fortunate to listen you. That's it.
Thank you very much for your kind words, Dr. Kamal Kishore.
I feel very mudita, appreciative join. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Ms. Lakshmi Govind, please go ahead, sir. Ma'am.
Vandami Ayaji. So whatever you are in your introduction, whatever you are telling, that was applying to me. I am also in depression, though I am having everything in life, but I am not happy. So in the last, you told that the present, we are not able to live in the present. That is, I am eager to listen to that, how to live in the present. Thank you very much, Ayaji.
Okay. So please don't worry, depression is common to everyone. We all have situational depression. We have two types of depression. One is situational depression and one is clinical depression, right? So we all have situational depression. Sometimes we don't get what we want, then we depress. Sometimes we feel like, so lonely. Sometimes we feel like blocked. Sometimes we feel like in a black hole. So this is normal to every human being. So you're not alone, okay? You're not
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Ms. Sheila Bajaj, please go ahead with your question.
I want a recording to listen every day. This recording, I want to make my mindful meditation every day. So I require that. So my daughters also want some instruction. Her instruction I like. I want recording. Her recording.
Yes, we will be recording all the sessions and we will put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
For you to watch it over and over again. If that is what you are requesting, we will have the recordings and we will share the recordings on the group as well.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I like so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sheilaji. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Are there any other questions? Okay, let me read to the chat window. There are any questions up in there?
Yeah. Okay. One question from the chat box. How is Burmese forest tradition of meditation? Okay, this is a good question. Let me answer this question first. Yes, we have forest meditation monks and forest meditation centers in Myanmar. And my teachers are forest meditation masters. For example, the Pa'ao Doya. Doya means forest. So Pa'ao Meditation Center, Pa'ao Forest Meditation Center. So I practiced there for 3 years. And my very first teacher also, he was a forest meditation master. And I practiced with him for about 2 years and another center for about 10 years. So yeah, most of my masters are more forest meditation masters. So how we practice in the forest normally, even though we are telling forest, but not really in the deep forest, okay? But it's near, it's a kind of the mountain area. It's kind of the cool weather area, something like that. So my masters are very strict in Vinaya. Very, very strict. So they live very simply, and then normally they don't lie down. They don't lie down at night. Forest meditation center, we practice the jhana. So most of my masters, they attain the abhignana as well. So when we practice meditation, they know so I can in Myanmar, very, very strict in Vinaya. They normally do not travel alone. They normally do not keep the money. They don't keep the money. They have the one devotee or lay person to keep the money on their behalf, something like that. So this is the way, I mean, in brief, right? How they are practicing. Thank you. And
thank you, Ajay. Rajesh Gaikwad, you have raised your hand. Please go ahead with your question. Sir, Rajesh Gaikwad, sir.
Yes, sir. Vandami Venerable, and good morning and good evening to everyone, all my friends. My small question, Venerable. Basically, we are common people. I am from Pune, India. So I'm working in company. So I follow Panchashil nearly 90% to the most. But in this world, there is opposite direction, opposite wave. Means people are with politics, gambling, opposite to Buddha view. So I find very difficult to sustain. So how to live? Because I am on the good path, but opposite, all are opposite in company, in society, in the world, everywhere problem.
I'm sorry, my side is a little bit noisy. Yeah. Okay. This is good question. Thank you very much for your good question. Yeah.
Thank you.
Of
Thank you.
course. Of course. You know, you want to be a good person and you're practicing to be good, but your environment is not good enough, not appropriate for you, right? This is very common. Please let me pause here. This one vehicle is going, so it's a little bit noisy here.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So one thing is if you want to practice to be a good person, you just focus on yourself. You know, for example, we have the antenna for the television or something. Have you seen that, right? Oh, sorry. So your antenna should be to your side, not to the other people. Okay. So you just try to be mindful, try to check your mind, try to check your feelings, try to check your sensation. Then don't try to judge the people. Maybe the people around you may be good or bad. It's their business, not your business. Your business is to focus on your mind, on your feeling. Okay. Whenever I go out with the whenever I meet with the people, what I usually do is I try to be more mindful and I try to cover myself in a shield. And I check my heart. Okay, my heart is peaceful right now. Okay. Oh, if my heart is hot, and then I try to breathe in, breathe out, and I try to be mindful, relax body and mind, relax. Then my heart becomes cooler and cooler and peaceful. Then it means that I have the shield for myself, so that the other side influences, they are good or bad, they cannot influence my mind. They cannot influence my feeling, emotion. They are themselves. I am myself. So this is the separate wall. Otherwise, we don't care about ourselves. We are not aware of ourselves. We are absorbing all the time. We are welcoming. Come, come, come. Okay, your anger is my anger right now, and your greed is my greed. Oh, your mind is wandering. Your anxiety becomes my anxiety. So you are welcoming all the disturbances at that moment, because you're not mindful. So if you are mindful, you have the shield, you're inside the shield. So no arrow can shoot you. Otherwise, you're like welcoming, okay, please shoot me. I'm ready to accept your, I'm ready to accept your, what to say, bad deeds, akusala. So my teachers always tell me, you are taking the others akusala, other akusala, what to call. For example, if we want to buy something, a phone or the thing, we need to pay money, right? But now you are freely giving the chance to them. Okay, give me your akusala. So it means that you are buying the other people's akusala freely. Really. That's why when you are in a community or when you're in a kind of the office, you need to be more mindful. You need to cover yourself a shield. Please don't look at them. Just look at yourself. Just aware of your mind, your feeling, your sensation, your breath, breathe in, breathe out. That's it. Then you can be free. So whatever they are bad or good, it's not your business.
Yes, Venerable, you are right. I am thankful, but we are common person, na? Common means we have to interact in the society. We have to stop the good, the bad means the bodhisattva nature only, because you are talking that is Buddha's. I appreciate it, but we are not blind now to see all the imbalance. Now see in the world everywhere problem, 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 and see if we keep quiet, silent, so the bad power will increase. So this is my fundamental duty, very small, that we should stop it.
Okay. Another option I can suggest you. Have you ever heard of 80-20 theory?
80-20, no.
No, okay. So 80-20 theory is we have 80% of goodness.
Mm-hmm.
We have 20% of the bad things. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Our human habit is we look at 20% of the black side and we don't appreciate the 80% of white side, so that we are unhappy. We are unhappy. So please try to think of the goodness of your environment, your surrounding, your friends, your co-workers. They have the goodness. They have the goodness. So please, they may help you sometimes, or because of them, you can work, you can earn money, and you can live. So you can think of the 80% that you have. Please don't focus on the 20% that you don't have. So you can appreciate, for example, you have 60-40, no problem. Focus on 60. At least you may think that you have 30, you have 30-70, no problem. You focus on what you have. Then you appreciate of their goodness. They have their goodness. They have their, even though they are not good at you, but they are working very hard for their life. They have the achievement in their life and they have the hardship in their life. Please appreciate of their hardship and their achievement in their lives, so that when you look at a person, when you look at them, please look at their bright side, not the dark side. The same way, please look at your life as well. You are healthy right now. You can walk right now. You can earn money right now. You can absorb this kind of Buddhist teachings right now. Please appreciate the bright side. Then your life, your mood will be changed. Once your mood will be changed from 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 2 years, your environment will be changed. Your environment will be changed.
Yeah, I'm going to read you one question from the chat window. Avinash Narwade has asked this question. Is it possible to attain Satipatthana in this very life? What kind of efforts we need to put in to achieve that?
Yes, you can attain Satipatthana if you practice, intensively. You need to give much time for practice, and you need to meet with the good teacher or right teacher for you, and the right meditation method for you, because we have different temperament. So that sometimes we are practicing like, for example, Anapana. Sometimes we practice the Marananosati, the recollection of the dead. Sometimes we can practice the recollection of the Buddha's quality, Buddha-nosati. We don't know, because we have been practicing in our past life, previous lives. We don't know. But when we practice, when we meet with the right teacher, good teacher, they can guide you. He or she can guide you according to your temperament. Then you put your much effort, and you invest your time, and then you can attain. There are many Satipatthana in Myanmar. Among my teachers also, even higher than Satipatthana. So we can attain Satipatthana in this very life.
Your next question is mostly trying to read about you. are you basically from Myanmar and studied in Sri Lanka? And are you teaching right now in Myanmar? And where is your center? What location?
Yes, I have studied in Sri Lanka, my master degree, Sri Lanka, and I am currently teaching the Theravada Buddhist meditation at the Shan State Buddhist University in Myanmar. I'm a lecturer, and also on the other hand, I'm a PhD candidate. This is my last year of my PhD thesis. And on the other hand, I'm giving online meditation retreats and Dhamma talks to the Myanmar devotees in Burmese, not in English. So this time will be my very first time for giving the, of course, we can say retreat, weekly retreat for 1 month. This is my very first time. So I am currently living in Myanmar. And if you would like to contact me, I will give you my email or Viber. And Mr. Suminder, he has my contacts as well.
Yeah, is it okay for us to share that, with the people on the group? Okay, I will do that. We'll share Aya's number with everybody. There was a question related to that as well. Ayaji, one other question I see is which book to read for Satipatthana.
Okay. So if you can read in English, I mean, the Bhikkhu Analayo, a German monk, his PhD thesis is Satipatthana, and his specialization is also Satipatthana practice. So let me share. I think maybe you can download from the internet. Let me share the book. So I think his book is very good. Can you see this? Here he published many books already. So, for example, this one is the Satipatthana Meditation Practice Guide. Yeah, this is the Bhikkhu Analayo. He's the German monk. He finished his PhD in Sri Lanka long time ago. Okay, this is Satipatthana Direct Path to Realization. So I think you can check online, and some are free distribution on, ebook available, but some cannot. Yeah, I recommend to read that book.
Thank you very much, Ayaji. One more question I see is, what is the difference between forest meditation and vipassana? Most of the people that we have on the call, Ayaji, I assume that they have done at least one 10-day course in the tradition of Sayagi Wakhen, as taught by S.N. Goenkaji in India. So I'm assuming that is the basis for this question. What is the difference between forest meditation and vipassana?
Okay, so forest meditation, we have also two types. The samatha meditation, they practice samatha meditation, and vipassana meditation. So forest masters, they practice two types of meditation: samatha bhavana or samatha meditation, or vipassana bhavana or vipassana meditation, like this. So S.N. Goenkaji's method is the vipassana direct method. Vipassana direct method. It's not the samatha first, samatha practice first. For example, jhana practice first, then vipassana. So his practice is vipassana direct, but that's why he called vipassana center, vipassana meditation center, something like that. So that is the forest meditation. Forest meditation is not nothing else, no, not something else, not something else. They also practice samatha and vipassana.
I have one more question. This is regarding you have been requested, if they are checking, can you visit India on Buddha Purnima on 5th May 2023 this year? Please. And there is a request there. They are also willing to sponsor for your travel. The question is coming from Rajesh Chandra Ji from UP.
Oh, sorry, I am not very. Oh, can you visit India on? I see. 5th May. Ah, okay. Okay. Yeah. 5th May. Yeah, I am available in the first week of May. But in June, I am traveling to Korea. So in June, I'm not available. But May first week, I am available. I'm available. Yeah. How long? How long will you?
So Ayaji, is it okay for us to get you connected and make those travel arrangements with Chandra sir? One who
you can. Could you please send me the details of the program? What I have to do and what are the details? Could you please send me the details?
Yes, we will work for that.
I may bring.
Can unmute yourself right now, please. Raise your hand. I'll try to. Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Vandami
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a function there in UP on Buddha Purnima, and we invite you humbly. Let me know your details. We will arrange all travel expenses. You be here as a chief guest, please.
Which city are you in? Which city?
You first have you come to Lucknow and then to Pratapgarh. We are going to celebrate the Samanvay Mahotsav there. So it's decided. If you comes, it will be best.
I see.
So,
yeah. You
may come on 4th May or whatever comfortable for you, and you may stay here at least for a week. You see your availability, please.
I see. Okay. Is there any Dhamma talks that I need to give, or what should I do?
Of course, Dhamma talk is there. Meditation practice is there.
I see. So that will be more interesting. I don't want to just visit.
No, it's not a kind of visit.
I just came back from Buddha Gaya. I went to India for 15 days in December.
Yeah.
I was so motivated and so inspired at the Buddha Gaya. So I plan to go to Buddha Gaya again with my devotees. So I may bring some of my devotees, okay?
Yeah.
If they want to follow, then they might follow me if I go there.
I will ask Mr. Pankaj to give me details to contact you, your emails and whatsoever, and then I will send you the details.
Okay.
And you are to India once again in the December when we are organizing International Tripitaka Chanting Year.
Yes, of course. I was there at that time. National
Last
Tripitaka Chanting. Yeah.
Yes. I was also, not I, but we were there. More than 100 people were there and performing the Paritta chanting.
Yes. Yeah.
And
I was at the Myanmar tent, chanting group, Myanmar chanting group there.
So
I joined them on that day.
We may have seen each other, but not recognized.
Sure. Maybe. Yeah.
Yes. We always meet every year. So thanks for accepting the invitation, and I will send you the formal invitation.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chandra sir. Thank you, sir. We'll make the connections after the call.
You are married to a person, and yes, organizing such type of great talks. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. We will make the connections later on, sir, for you to carry forward. Yeah, thank you, sir. I see one more question in chat window here, and I had one more from, I think, our earlier person who had the raised hand. So we'll go back to them as well. Yeah. How much time do we have, Ayaji?
It's okay. It's Sunday, so I have free time, no problem. Until 11 a.m. My lunchtime here is 11 a.m. So we still have about 30 minutes, okay?
30 minutes. Okay, Ayaji. Yeah, we may be able to wrap up our questions before that. Yeah, this question is from Vijay. He's saying, I am meditate, but result is not received up to mark and flow in motion. So he's trying to see what needs to be done there.
Do you do the formal meditation or informal?
I will give him a chance to unmute and ask the question himself.
Yeah, I think they can ask me directly.
Yes.
If you want to.
Vijay sir, go ahead. Please unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, can you speak a little louder, Vijay sir? We are barely able to hear you.
I meditate Vipassana meditation since 10 years, but and regularly I meditate, but result not. I am flow in emotion every time.
I see. What practice do you do? Vipassana, of course. Vipassana, which tradition, which method do you follow?
I
see. Okay. I see. Okay. So the first thing, normally what I teach to my devotees, my yogis, check your attitude before you do meditation. Sometimes you have expectation. Before you do meditation, I must be perfect in this session. Then it's gone. It's gone already. So meditation is very, how to say, magic, I should not say magic, right? I don't know how to say in English, but okay. If in meditation, if you have expectation, the more you expect, the more you get less. The more you get less. The more you don't want, you will get what you want, something. This is the thing. So we need to check before you do meditation. Every session, for example, you do the sitting meditation. Every session, please check your mind before you start contemplating. Or start practicing. So whether do I have expectations, or do I have the fear? Oh, I don't want to be painful during meditation. Now, I don't want to have thoughts. Oh, I don't want to have the noise or something like that. So these attitudes, please check first. Try to relax your mind and try to let go everything. Let go everything. This is first thing. Second thing is, in Vipassana meditation, very important thing is, before you start meditation, you need to let go your selfness. There is no human being in your body and mind, nama and rupa only. There's no me, there is no I, there's no man or woman, there is no head, there's no ears, no, nose or everything, just nama and rupa. So try to make sure to use your knowledge. You demand knowledge first, then try to let go all ego, all expectation. Then you sit meditation with purified mind. So this is called right view, sammaditthi. Sammaditthi is very, very fasting and the Noble Eightfold Path. Without right view, without right thinking, we cannot have right meditation. So please check yourself, okay? Then we can talk later, okay?
Thank you, Aye. Ayaji, next question is from Miss Sima Parvekar. She says, my mother is ill since many days with arthritis. She's on medication, but still not feeling well. How to help her? How can she help her?
If her body is very weak, not healthy enough, if she has not a regular practice of mindfulness before, she may not be able, the meditation may not be helpful for her right away. So what you can do is Dhamma talk. If she wants to listen to the Dhamma talk, please let her listen to the Dhamma talk. Yeah, first. Then if she likes chanting, chanting is also very good. Chanting is if she can do chanting, listening to the Dhamma talk, like that. Then, and she can do very simple practice, maybe breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. If she can do breathe in, breathe out. Normally what I teach to my devotees is we can count. We can use the counting method. Breathe in, breathe out, 1. Breathe in, breathe out, 2, up to 8, up to 8, up to 8. Then she will have the calmness in mind. So please don't force her to do meditation because she is not healthy. So her body is weak, then her mind is automatically weak. That's why she may not have the very good concentration. So that just but ear may be still good, so that's still active. So she can do she can listen to the Dhamma talk or chanting, or she can do very simple way like breathe in, breathe out, anapana, just anapana. I think it will be helpful.
Thank you, Ajay. The next question I think is related to how difficult or easy to become a monk.
How difficult is it? It's up to you. It's up to your faith, sutta, up to your faith. I don't know. I'm not a monk, so I don't know about monkhood very well. But nunhood, of course, I can share with you my experience. I was very active before because I was a businessman before, a woman. Okay, I did business before, and I lived in overseas before, and I was so active. I wanted to go to the US. The US was my dream, and I have very low impression on my country, Myanmar. Oh, underdeveloped country. So many mosquitoes and. I don't know how to say. Yeah. So, my family is not rich, so. Very low impression I had when I lived in overseas. But after practicing Satipatthana or mindfulness, and I try to check my mind and my emotion, and I practice in daily life, and I went to the meditation centers very often, especially every month. So my mind changed and my value changed. Then I started to think of I should practice more. I want to have full-time practice, because if I am in the business, if I am at home, I have not enough time to do meditation. So I wanted to go to the meditation center as a full-time yogi. So I went to the meditation center. Then I look at the nuns at the meditation center, and I feel so inspired, and I wanted to become a nun. So I become a nun for 1 month, and I check myself whether I'm okay or not. Because monk's life is also not easy. Nun's life is not easy because we renounce everything, so that we cannot. We don't have business. We don't have income like that. So we have to be content with whatever the monastery is offering us, the food or the requisites. So we have to be content with that. For example, my life, I was the business owner before. So all my staffs serve me a lot, even like I want coffee, okay, they give me coffee. And I want tea, they give me tea. But at the meditation center, at the nunnery, nobody serve me. I am alone. and no relatives, no sisters, no blood brothers or sisters. So at that moment, what I realize is my faith in Buddha, my faith in Triple Gem, my faith in meditation, my faith in my goal for liberation. It talks a lot. I wanted to become a noble person. I wanted to become a Satipatthana. Of course, I must be patient with small dukkha, small dukkha, because I want big sukha, right? I want big sukha. Why not? I cannot be patient with small dukkha. And I'm afraid of big dukkha. I don't want to fall into the hell. I don't want to fall in apaya, full apaya. I don't want to become an animal in next life. I don't want to become in a hell in the next life. It's big dukkha, no? Big dukkha. Why not? I cannot be patient with small dukkha, of course. So I try to, encourage myself in that way. Of course, we have many suffering. We have many difficulties as a monk, as a nun, especially in Myanmar. They have discrimination, of course, monks and nuns. We nuns, we are not allowed to, of course, in terms of the respect, very few respect we get. We have to survive ourselves. But I always inspire myself. I want to become a noble person. Of course, I have to be patient. So it's up to your faith.
Next question is, what's the difference between meditation traditions of S.N. Goenkaji and Pa Auk Sayadaw tradition?
Yeah, this is a very good question. Thank you very much. Yes, of course, it is different. And S.N. Goenkaji method is the Vipassana direct method. So they practice Vipassana directly without practicing Samatha. In Pa Auk, Samatha, they practice Samatha first. Samatha is tranquility meditation. So they practice Anapana, breathe in, breathe out, mindfulness of breathing. Then they try to get the jhana, first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. Then after attaining the fourth jhana, then they start practice the skeleton meditation, skeleton. Then they practice the kasina, 10 kasina, and they practice the full protective meditation, Maranosati, Buddha Nosati, Mitta Kamathana, and Asupa, the full foulness of meditation. Then they practice the Nama. Nama is the mentality meditation. Then Rupa, material meditation. Then they practice, after analyzing the Nama and Rupa, they practice the Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta. So like that, one by one. So Pa Auk method takes time to practice. You cannot practice 10 days. Within 10 days, you cannot get the taste of the Pa Auk meditation technique. But in S.N. Goenkaji, you can get the taste of Vipassana. But in Pa Auk method, not like that. But the benefit is, the Pa Auk method is very good foundation. You have very good concentration, deep concentration as a like jhana, so that when you practice Vipassana, and you can attain the Vipassana jnana, wisdom, very fast, very quickly, and it is more stable. Yeah, so this is the different things.
Thank you, Ayye. The next question, Ayye, is Mahima Khurana wants to know that her father is trying to attend his first discourse on Buddha's teaching, and he wants to know, her father is 84 years old and wants to know how to stabilize mind.
Sorry, he wants to study, sorry?
Yeah, so he is attending his first discourse on teachings of Buddha. He's 84, okay. And he's 84 years old, and he wants to know how to stabilize the mind.
Okay, first discourse mean Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta or what?
No, I think what he meant to say is he's just attending his first discourse of Buddhist teaching. He never listened to Buddhist teachings before.
Oh, I see. Okay. So he's like a beginner for Buddhist studies.
Yeah, we can make her allow her to ask her question maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's a little bit difficult, for the old people, according to my experience. But for the middle-aged people, they are active and they have the absorption power, to learn, to absorb the knowledge. But in at the age people like 80 years old or 70 years old, they have been through for many experience in their life. If they do not have experience with the Buddha's teaching, it's very difficult to start at the later age, in life. So what you can do is, please don't, expect them to learn Buddhist literature. But if they like reading, of course they can. But if they don't like, the Dhamma talk is very nice, like maybe you can listen to the Dhamma talk of the very simple teaching like Rinpoche, Mingo Rinpoche from Tibet, or maybe you have the Indian masters, who are teaching the Buddhist teachings, something like that. So please listen to the YouTube first. Then they will have more interest. Then they can start learning bit by bit. I think, at this age, maybe a little bit difficult to start.
Vandami Ayye, today actually your discourse is his first Buddhist discourse he's listening to, Venerable.
Okay. Okay, I see. Then keep in touch with me.
I liked it very much.
I see.
He has grasped the aspect of mindfulness, which you had explained, that be mindful in every moment, every prayer. So that is what he has actually grasped today. So he would like to talk to you.
Okay. So first discourse.
I'm grateful and thankful to you for your nice discourse. I like that when you said that be mindful for everything that you do. At this age, at my age or other people, we are very forgetful. But from this discourse, I find out that it is not forgetfulness, but it is that we are not mindful. Now, if we are mindful, whatever we do, I think this thing is cured. There is nothing like forgetfulness. It is the mindfulness that we are lacking. Thank you so much. I am grateful to you.
I see.
Thank you, sir. Please join our next 4-week session as well, that we will be having. I wanted to take the time here right now that the session that we will be doing with Panna Theri next 4 weeks are starting at 7 a.m. India time. Our today's session was at 8 a.m. But please note the change in time. Panna Theri would be starting at 7 a.m. and she would go with the theory and followed by the 1-hour meditation. So please be on time so you don't miss the theory part, and then please stay with the meditation as well for the whole session to plan accordingly. We will send out the flyers with all the timing information anyway. Thank you very much, sir, and welcome. Your next question is how to do jhana meditation, how Satipatthana helps it.
What's how to practice jhana meditation, right?
Yes.
And meditation.
And will Satipatthana help it?
I see. Okay. Yeah. Yes, jhana practices. You need you need the intensive meditation. You need to do that. You need to practice intensively, because to get the very strong concentration, we must have the very less disturbances, so that to practice jhana meditation, you need to practice at the meditation center. in the beginning. But if you used to practice, then you can practice at home with the guidance of your teacher. But according to my experience, if you practice vipassana meditation for 1 hour, sitting meditation, if you do jhana, you have to practice 3 hours. 3 hours like this. It's different, more intensive. Yeah. So of course, if you want to learn the jhana meditation, you can check the Pa-out meditation method or Aya Khema. Aya Khema is also teaching the jhana. And I think in America, I think that some people are teaching jhana meditation. You can browse on internet. And Satipatthana, of course, it is supportive for jhana meditation. According to my experience, I studied with Satipatthana meditation, and I went to the Pa-out meditation center and I started practice jhana. So at that moment, my mindfulness support a lot, because being mindful, we have less disturbances in mind. Our mind is so focused. Our mind is within our body and mind, so that when you do sitting meditation, when you practice jhana meditation, then your mind is so focused on one point. So this is very supportive. Yeah, let me explain to you what's the difference between the vipassana and jhana. Okay. In vipassana, you have multiple objects. While you are hearing the sound, so the sound is your object. While you are eating the food, so the food is your object and the taste is your object, something like that. So you have multiple meditation objects in vipassana meditation. But in jhana, we focus only on one point, in your breath. So only breath is your meditation object. So this is the one-pointed concentration. We call one-pointed concentration. And we call vipassana the Satipatthana practice, or vipassana, but we call momentary concentration. So momentary concentration and one-pointed concentration, it's different in terms of these two things.
Thank you, Aye. Aye, this looks like a last question that I'm going to read. How to stop overthinking about the bad things happened in past?
Yeah, this is also a very good question. You cannot stop the bad thinking, because the brain normally to think our weaknesses. This is very normal. So that if we try to stop it, go away, then it comes. So what we can do is we have to replace with the good thinking, good thoughts. We try to replace. For example, you think your phone is old, not new enough. Then you have to think the good things, like, oh, because of this telephone, I can make call to my mom, I can make talk to my friends, and I can make money out of it, something like that. Oh, even though it is old, but it is still working. So something like that, you need to replace with the good thinking, good thoughts, so that your bad thoughts will be gradually disappear. Please don't fight with your negative thoughts. If you fight with the negative thoughts, it is like you're fighting with the naughty dog. You bite the naughty dog and he will bite you again. You try to beat the naughty dog and he will bite you back. So you try to be friendly with him, you try to feed the food a little bit, something like that. So that when you have a negative thoughts, negative emotions, please don't fight, please don't reject, just acknowledge them, then try to replace with the good thoughts and good, good emotions like that.
Thank you, Ayya. This would be, I think, the last one. We still have maybe another 2-3 minutes. How to measure progress in meditation?
How much your anger is decreased, and how much your greed is decreased. That you should measure. How much happiness you have. The more you meditate, the more you will be happy. If you are still unhappy, although you're doing meditation, although you're practicing mindfulness or meditation, you're still not satisfied with yourself, it is not progressing. So the more your meditation practice progress, the more you will be happy, the more you'll be happy, the more you will have less anger and less greed, less delusion. Yeah, so that is the measure, that is the standard, that is the measure that we should check.
Here we will make a request to you offline that if we can get a list of centers in Myanmar where people can practice meditation, samatha meditation or dhyana or some other tradition. A lot of people would be interested in knowing those places. I have also seen that there was a request coming in to send or make donation to your center. So we will work all those details offline with you. But we are not ignoring any questions here. I just thought that it's better to kind of have that information shared offline on the group for everybody. With that, Yaji, I don't see any more questions. I had fed back on one question by accident on Mr. Rajesh, and I forgot his last name now. I'm trying to, yeah, I found, okay, I see him. I'll unmute you, sir. Rajesh Gaikwad, please go ahead. Go ahead with your question. We can hear you.
Venerable, thank you very much for the answer you gave me. I will practice Buddha's teaching, but it is difficult. And lastly, please bless us, everyone, with some Buddha blessing.
We'll do that, Rajesh, sir. Yes, yeah. And Miss Bajaj, I forgot your first name too. If you could raise your hand one more time. I think I lower your hand by mistake too. You had a question or a follow-up on your earlier question. Can you raise your hand, please, so I can unmute you? I'm trying to find out that. Sorry, I just okay, Miss Sheila Bajaj. Yeah, I'm requesting you to ask your question again.
Yeah, my question is old habit pattern mind is always reacting. So we cannot control the mind so soonly. We are practicing Vipassana, but I like it. What she told me, mindfulness is very important in our daily life. That I have to learn. I want to learn again and again. Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Sheilaji. With that, I don't see any more questions. I request you to please bless everybody, and then we will share all our merits with everyone.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your all questions. And thank you very much for your all compliments. I'm very delighted today. I didn't expect it to join, but since my time is next week, so I like to learn how is it. So I coincidentally came in, and then you have you have this kind of problem, and then I just try to help you all. So unexpectedly, I just receive all your loving kindness Thank you very much. I feel we really mudita and mitta here. So let me wish you all, may you all be happy, healthy, and may you all be more and more mindful in your daily life. And may you all be free from all danger. And may you be enlightened in this very life. Sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sabi yo vivajandu so koro go vinasatu ma deva vandontaraya sukhidi gayuko bava abhivadana silesa nesamota pachayino sattaro dhamma vadantu ayuvanno sukhambalam. Sadhu. Sadhu.
And for today's session, we will share all our merits with everybody on the 31 planes. Etavata cha ammehi sambadang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabbe sattha anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhiya. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Aye. Again, I just wanted to make the announcement again that next week we are starting at 7 a.m. India time, and we want you to plan for your time such that you are there to listen to the theory as well as you stay for the 1 hour meditation practice. Then after the session, you can practice at your home, like Aya was requesting. Then whatever your daily thing that you are doing, you need to keep on practicing. And so please plan for those 2 hours that we will be doing it. Please try to be on time too. We will try to connect everybody on the same, on a correct time. Aya, do you have any more instructions for us?
Yes, Mr. Panji. I will not have 1 hour meditation session. I will have 1 hour, 1 hour for the lecture. At least I think about 30 minutes to 45 minutes only lecture. Then we will have the breakout room discussion. So I may need 1 leader each for 1 room. So
Okay.
we may nominate the spokesperson. Okay. Then we will come back to the main room, and the spokesperson will share how they discuss what they have discussed. Then if the next session is the Q&A. If they have questions, I can answer like this. So within 2 hours, we will have the lecture time, discussion time, and Q&A time. Anytime. Yeah. There's meditation will be 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There is one last question I see just while we are kind of wrapping up here. Do we need to prepare anything for meditation?
No need. You don't. I will have the guided meditation audio file, so you can just follow me while you are doing meditation. So in the first week, we will do 10 minutes. Then if you want to do in the later week, we will increase the time. So you just follow me. I will do the guided meditation for 10 minutes. Yeah. But rather than sitting meditation, we will discuss and we will try to share what we have experienced like that.
Thank you, Aya. Yeah. We are grateful to you today again for taking up the time and guiding us through. We are grateful for your Dhamma today.
Thank you. Thank you very much for you all also, all the organizers.
And we will see everybody again next week. Please note the change in time. We will share all the information on the WhatsApp group. So please look out for the information there. And next week, we will see everybody 7 a.m. India time. So there's a change in time for sure. We need to make sure we capture that here. With that, I just conclude today's session. Yeah, do I have your permission to close the session today?
Yes, please. Yes.
Thank you very much. Namo Buddhaya, everybody.
Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya.